I said, there was no law. There wasn't no 10 tablets. If Abraham got given a commandment and the rest of the earth are non-believers, then they don't know about it, do they? They still don't know about it. Abraham knew, because God wanted him to be at one with him.
Let's make it simple.
Yeah, I'm going to go to it. Are you going to let me read? I haven't read. To make the point, please. You asked me the question. The first question, we haven't got past it yet. You won't let me respond.
I won't let you respond.
No, you won't.
You're making points and I'm trying to
I'm going to
understand
read the
it.
scripture and you won't let me.
I won't let you.
Yeah, but I'm trying to.
Come on. Don't put those accusations.
Well, let me do it then.
Okay, you can do it.
So listen carefully to what it says. For all who rely on works are under the law, are under a curse. Listen to what it says. For all who rely on works, they're under a curse.
What's the curse?
Well, it depends which law you break. I don't know each law. I'm not going to make out I do.
Oh, so was the law a curse, or you're saying that when someone disobeys, they become cursed?
No, it says that when you rely on works, so when you go and try and do a bit of, give a couple of bags of shopping to the orphan, and God, are you watching? Look what I'm doing. Right now, note of that. Give me a nice table in heaven. Don't forget me. Look at me.
Okay.
I'm praying 5 times a day or 3 times. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Look what I'm doing for you, God. Just for you. Look. That's not serving God by doing that. You say, well, how can it not be?
Sorry. If you do a good deed,
No, I didn't say that.
in front of God, it's not serving
No, I
God.
didn't say. Well, listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I'm saying if you do a good deed and you're asking God to look, this is my good deed, and you think that He doesn't know what's a good and a bad deed, and the motive behind it, it's the motive behind the good deed. That's the point I'm making. It's the motive.
But the deed has to be there.
Yeah, you have to do good deeds, but it's the motive that matters.
But the law has to be followed.
No, we're not in the New Testament, no.
No. Can I talk?
Yeah, then I'll go back to the same thing. You're still on point 1.
As Muslims, what we understand is a person has to fulfill the commandments of God, and he has to stay away from the prohibitions of God. Okay?
We're the same as Christians, same thing.
But as Muslims, we believe that when a Muslim does good deeds,
Yes.
they pray 5 times a day,
Yeah.
fast in the month of Ramadan, take care of their parents, etc. We do not believe that person now has earned the reward from God.
Yeah,
He
because
hasn't earned
he's going to
it.
wait for God's mercy before the final decision is made.
The mercy,
Is that correct?
Yes.
So I know where you're coming from, bro.
The
So you made your point.
the mercy brings it out.
Right, carry on.
But that mercy, relying on God's mercy, it doesn't do away with the law, and it doesn't make the law have a curse. That's the point.
Right. Can I respond there?
Yes, of course you
Okay.
can.
So I'm going to go back to the first line again, because I haven't got past that yet. We'll still get on the first line. It's about 8 or 9 lines.
Okay.
And if you want, I can stop, and you can make a monologue about each line. I'll step back, and you can respond to each line. I'm happy for you to do that. And
Which monologue happened?
no, I said, say for example, I'm saying something, yeah? And you say, well, this is what I think, and you
It's
go
not a
on.
monologue, is it?
Well, if you're going on and give me your point of view, if you address each line specifically and just tell us straight what you're saying, no, like this, I'm happy to talk to you all night. I'm here till 12 o'clock, bro. I ain't going nowhere. Look, my feet ain't cold.
Okay, carry on.
But here we go. Can we go to the same one, first line? So I'm reiterating the point.
Do you think I'm stopping you from talking?
No.
Okay, carry on then.
Okay. Here we go. For all who rely on works of the law under a curse.
Okay.
Now, listen carefully. Jesus never once sinned. He was sin-free. Listen carefully. He was sin-free.
Can I comment on that?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
But this is coming. Actually, we'll leave that. I don't agree with that point, but.
No, it's up to you. I'm letting you comment. I'm letting you comment. No, if you want to make a point, I'm letting you make a point.
We'll stick with one point. We'll stick with the curse.
So we've done the first line. We've agreed that when someone does works, they're under a curse.
No.
If he's done in the wrong motives.
It's done in the wrong motive, yes.
Yes, that's what.
But not by doing the law.
No,
not by following the law.
No, not by following good works. I'm not talking. Look, listen to what he said. For all who rely on works,
Rely
on works of the law, the works of the law. They're living by a written code. You shall not do this. You shouldn't do this, and you shall do this. You shall do this. Yeah. And it's great. They've got the guide from God. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm agreeing with them. The law.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, when they do this law,
Yes.
if it's not coming from a pure heart, their actions, they're doing the law, but it's not coming from the pure aspect of their soul.
Does the law tell you to do everything sincerely?
Of course it does. You can work it out.
Okay, so that's,
If,
so
if,
that's,
if, God
that's
is,
fine.
if God is love, that's what we believe. God is love.
You understand my point? If someone, because you're saying if someone does the law and they're not doing it sincerely,
They're doing it so people can see from a distance. My God, look at that guy. He's just walked through about shopping for the orphans. He must be a lovely guy. He's doing it openly.
So,
Yeah?
sir,
got the
sir,
same
sir,
concept
sir,
here, yeah.
so look, so when someone gives charity
Yeah?
to show off,
No good.
are they
Showing
following
off.
the law?
If you're showing off, no, no, no.
And someone gives charity,
And no one knows about it.
someone gives charity,
And no one knows about it.
sincerely,
And no one knows
to
about
please
it.
God,
And no one knows
are
about
they
it.
following the law?
If no one knows about it, they do it discreetly. They're saying, look, I don't want no one to know my good works. God knows it. I'm
Yes.
relying on God to see
So
that.
are they fulfilling the law, that person?
If they're doing good works and they're doing it without boasting, look at me.
So they're fulfilling
Yeah,
the law?
of course.
Okay.
I'm
So
accepting
that seems contrary to what you're saying.
Well, what I just made a point clear point. This
No, no, because when you're talking about fulfilling the law, you're
And the
putting,
work, I said if you do works, let me make my point. I said if you do works
Yeah.
for the wrong motive,
yeah, but that's not following the law, is it?
that's the point. That's the point I'm making.
Yeah. So, but my point is, when you do it sincerely, you are following the law.
Yes, and God recognises that.
Okay.
I'm not
so,
going
so when
against
you
that.
say when someone relies on the law, they're cursed.
That's what the
and-
Bible
and
says,
you
not
give
what
an-
I said.
But you gave
That's
an
what the Bible says.
But you gave an example of someone.
Something potentially how you can.
No.
I'm trying to give you a
You
human
gave an example of
perspective.
someone going against the law.
No, I
Because when
never.
they- yeah, you
I
did.
know. I said to you.
If you do
now
anything,
listen,
if
no.
you do anything unsincerely to show off, you have gone against the law.
You
That's
have,
my
yeah.
point.
You know why?
Anyway, we can
You know
carry
why
on.
you have so? You know why you have?
I know exactly why.
Tell me why.
Because in the Amal bin Niyat, everything has to be done sincerely for God.
That's the reason then. Okay, you can all know. Let me give you the answer from my perspective.
Okay.
If I went in front of all of you here right now and saw a beggar and I took £10 out and went, well, I didn't conceal it. I wanted everyone to see. I didn't give them a pound.
You've gone against the law.
Yeah, because you know why?
That's my point,
Yeah,
you've
but,
gone
yeah,
against
but
the
do you
law.
know what part of the law it's gone against? That's what Master I do. Do you know what part of the law?
From Islam, yes.
Well, tell me the Islamic point of the law.
Okay. In Islam, because God alone deserves to be worshipped, then everything good has to be done to please Him. وَمَا أُمِرُوا إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ الدِّينَ. Allah says, and they were not commanded except to worship God sincerely and making their religion purely towards Him.
Let me make a point now about the guy giving the telly, yeah? You know what commandment is immediately broken? He's lied. He's lied. And we know that Satan, yeah, is the father of lies, Satan, yeah? And this guy's, Satan's gone into his heart and said, look, let everybody know that you're giving money, they think highly of you, and you'll get respect. That's his motive, do you understand? It's not because he felt sorry for the beggar. So he's lied to the crowd by making out he cares about him. He's given a generous donation. Do you understand that?
What's your name? Can I
Michael, yeah, Michael.
Okay, Michael. But my point is, if you listen carefully, my point
Well, I
is...
haven't gone past, I'm on the second line
No
still.
problem, no problem.
We're going
My
to be
point
here
is,
tomorrow, I think.
when you give an example of someone doing something to show off,
But wrong motive, of course.
we agree he's gone against the law.
Yes.
Okay, carry on. So he's not following the law.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It appears that he is.
Yeah.
Because
So
everyone
your
sees.
example doesn't work.
It does, because that's the point I'm making. It appears he's following the law. He's helping someone in need.
No,
So,
but
from a human point of
you
view,
said- you
let me
said-
make my point,
you
please.
said
No, you
some-
interrupted me
no,
now.
but you said
No,
when-
I'm making the point.
Okay.
I don't interrupt
No
you when
problem,
you
Michael.
So when this man is doing that, I'm saying to you, and it's not sincere, it's false. He's being false.
It's against the law.
It's against God, my friend.
Yeah, it's against the law of God.
It's against God, directly.
And it's against the law of God. Yeah.
Listen, it's directly against God.
Yeah, the law of
Because He
God.
knows everything in your heart.
Yes.
What you think from the age of this high, look, all the way to 80 years of age, every thought you ever had, He knows it before you even had it. That's the power of my God. Let me answer point two. You'll be here all night.
No, but you still haven't understood my point.
I tried to.
You said the person who, or the Bible says the person
Bible
who,
says, get it right,
the
get it
person
right.
who says the person who relies on the law is cursed. And then
The works of the law.
And then for you
The
to,
works of the law.
and you
The works
clarified,
of the law.
you
No, I
clarified
didn't
that.
say the law, that's what I'm saying. You can't quote me incorrectly.
Yeah.
I won't allow
And
that.
what's the verse again?
That's what I'm saying. You can't, I don't like it
But
when
the
people
problem
do
is-
that.
but the
But
problem
don't
is-
quote me then, please, brother. I don't
No
want
problem.
you.
But then the
It's
example you've
disingenuous
given,
when you're doing that. You're
Okay.
guessing what you think I said
Like
because your memory is there. So let me read it out nice and loud. I'm not asking you to memorise it. I'm just asking you to listen.
Okay. No, but my point is.
No, but I'm going to read it out. You asked me to read it out. Now you want to make a point. Which one is it? I don't know where I'm coming or going. There's no confusion there. You seem to be confused, bro. Can I make the point? Read it out to you again. We're going back to line 1, everybody. We haven't gone past line 1
It's
yet.
verse 10.
No, we're not going to verse 10. No.
That's
I'm
what you just
sticking.
read.
No. I'm sticking with verse 1. No, I'm not. No. Hello. This is not fair. I made a point. He could ask me a question, but he'd let me respond in full. Then I would give him a chance to respond to me. And I said I'd go verse by verse if he wanted to. I'm in no rush. We'll do a single verse. I'll give you the reading. You can respond. I can't be fair to that.
I am responding.
Well, you don't let me read it, so how can you respond to say you haven't let me read? And when I read it, you misquoted me, so I had to say to stop there, I didn't say that.
For all
Yes or no, is that
who
true what I
rely-
just, is it true what I just said? But, so just a minute ago on camera, we got it, you said, I said, and then you corrected it, oh the Bible said. So you said that I said so, which I didn't. That's disingenuous.
For all who
It's
rely
disingenuous.
on the works of the
I'm
law
not
are
listening
under a
to you.
curse. That's what we're talking about here. And then you gave an example of someone going against the law.
No.
Okay, carry on.
So you
I'm all ears.
no, you ain't, because you're not listening to a word I'm saying. I told you clearly, I never said you're going against the law. I said to you carefully, listen again,